Hello, everyone. This is Paul Hudson. Welcome to the first episode in the Spectrum of Spirit Behind the Scenes series, Spiritual Echoes, The Journey Within. In this series, we'll be talking about the making of the first episode, Culinary Spirits, featuring St. James Episcopal Church, and looking at, trying to tell y'all about how I decided to go about making this episode, um, my plans for production, and where the production process is so far. Um, so what I had planned was to share some behind the scenes footage of the making of the food rituals at St. James Episcopal Church, as well as some interviews with the community members of their approach and how the food rituals impact their spiritual and cultural lives. Unfortunately, the leader at St. James Episcopal Church, Father Ian Wetmore, had brain surgery in like the last week or two. And he's not feeling as well as he initially planned or thought he would feel. So I will not be having those behind the scenes footage or the interviews because I wanted to interview him first, so that the community feels safe with me around and that I'm not trying to expose them, etc. So instead, I'll just be having a little monologue telling y'all my initial preliminary thoughts going into this episode about gastronomy, the art of choosing, cooking, and eating good food, and spirituality. So yeah, in terms of choosing food in most religious traditions that I'm familiar with, there are some practices that involve choosing foods that will uh, help you grow in your spiritual journey, as well as abstaining from foods that will harm your spiritual journey. And that'll be something that I would like to discuss with Father Ian as well as the rest of the congregation, um, and seeing how they approach that. For me personally, uh, I think there are foods that boost my energy more than others, and there's some sort of substances that I try to stay away from, just for my own personal journey. It doesn't really necessarily. It's not a religious thought that comes in my head. It's more just like, is this food gonna help me get through the next activity I have in my day? Um, Cooking food. Think I don't expect to have conversations about cooking food at St. James Episcopal, but I'm open and ready for that surprise if it comes. For me personally, I don't cook much, but when I do, I have to follow every bit of the instructions because I don't know what I'm doing. Um, and I think there's a part of cooking that I think allows you to be very intentional and present with where you are, which I think is important in a spiritual journey or any journey of that nature. Um, so yeah, I'm interested to see how our conversation with that goes. Lastly, eating good food. I know, at least in the Episcopalian tradition, like the Eucharist is quite important with the bread and the wine, and some congregations are more restrictive with that practice, where members who are confirmed are the ones that are allowed to do that, and others have to wait to get the opportunity. Other traditions are more open to everyone receiving the bread and the wine. That is something that I'm interested to see St. James's approach towards that. Uh, for me, I think eating good food is a good practice just for life. Can help you spiritually, can help you connect with your cultural background. I think it just makes you a more holistic human being when you're eating good food, putting good stuff in your body. I guess a thought that I'm having now is good is a word that I don't like to use too often. It's just a part of the definition. Um, I think There are things that are beneficial and things that aren't as beneficial to one's individual life. Oh, geez. And yeah, I just wanted to make that disclaimer afterwards that I'm not advocating for one food is good and one food is bad, but I'm just saying that some things are more beneficial for one person and some things are not as beneficial for that person. So those are my thoughts. That's the making of the series, first episode of Behind the Scenes. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, what y'all want to hear in the interview. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for getting to the end, and see you in the next one. Peace.